So me and my coworker got talking today, and something came up that I didn't really think about when my dad mentioned it to me. He's worked in the agriculture industry for over 40 years. This year, farmers are being offered 1.5 times the value of their crops to destroy them. They're also being told by the federal government they will not receive subsidies for farming if they refuse to destroy their crops. What does that mean? That means that the farmer cannot afford to provide you with food based upon the taxes the government is levying on him if the government doesn't in turn give him back his tax money to provide you with food. They're not going to subsidize them if they don't destroy the crops. They'll pay them more than what it's worth, and they want them to destroy it, and they'll still get their subsidies. They're trying to create a food shortage. We've got 8 months to get our own food supply. We're probably going to be facing mass starvation. Good luck.
There is a massive push to stop farmers from planting crops. They are actually paying them not to plant crops and to convert the land over to non-planted land. There's even discussions about making this mandatory, and they said to get us down to net zero emissions because farming somehow is producing carbon. They were trying to say that when you till up the ground, it produces carbon, and it's just destroying the environment by planting crops. Now, all this is happening at a time when we are seeing record food prices. We are seeing massive inflation in food prices. People are faced with a serious situation. It's really going to be impacting the poor, but they're also trying to take millions of acres out of service. So what they're doing is that they're expanding a program that's actually going to be paying farmers to leave their land fallow. And they said this is a government-wide effort to cut greenhouse gas emissions in half by 2030. So yes, this is a part of the initiative, and it said it's going to be incentivizing farmers to take land out of production by raising rental rates and incentive payments. So they're going to be paying them more than the land is worth to have them stop using the land to produce food. Now, the new Agriculture Secretary, Tom Vilsack, he said in a press release, quote, "Sometimes the best solutions are right in front of you," unquote. And at a time of record food price inflation, rapidly increasing food price inflation, why would anyone consider this a solution? Now, just by the fact that they have tied this to the climate and they said they want to achieve this by 2030, we already know where this is coming from. And what they said was essentially they paid a bunch of farmers to stop farming on their land. Now, I saw another video recently that said that they're actually resorting to paying farmers to destroy the crops, to destroy the food that was already produced, and they're paying them for the food as long as they destroy it. Now, there are discussions to make this mandatory, and we already know that there are several states where they are moving to end private farming or animal agriculture, animal husbandry. Washington State is one in particular. They're talking about drastically increasing the Clean Air and Clean Water Act. Some of the comments from Schetschlinger, he said, quote, "I really think regulations are the only way we're going to accomplish anything. We can keep doing some voluntary. CRP is good. Retiring land is a great thing. But it's not going to be enough to get us where we need to be with mitigating the weather." Now, what sent me down this rabbit hole, of course, I saw the video of one of the men whose family is a farmer family. They are in the United States, and he was saying that the farmers there were offered 2.5 times the market value to destroy the crops. If you caught the video we did the other day about John Deere and Case and all of the farming equipment being essentially shut down and they're halting deliveries, they were implying that this was going to impact every aspect of agriculture. But I also saw another article. It was saying that there were lump sum payments of up to 100,000 euro as a part of the basic payment scheme in England that would be considered a lump sum exit scheme. So to end their farming operations.